Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Sunday. I like to do a little warriors group for my hardcore heads out there. I'll take 6 points, maybe more if I can get through them. These are quotes, ideas that I pull from my morning studies. Should all be studying every day, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. Let's just get into it because I got a lot to get through. You know, I have so much here that there's a chance I may just have to make 2 videos. So maybe I'll do another warriors group, a follow-up group later today. We'll just see how this goes. First point I have is an interesting quote. It says, "Don't marry your nurse. Don't marry your nurse." When we're in a weakened state, we often find people who are weak themselves and are looking for others to use as crutches. We're looking for a crazy cat lady to take us in. When we're in a weakened mental state, when we're going through hard times in our life and we're not handling it well. See, you're going to go through hard times in your life, your whole life. Hopefully you get to a point when you can handle it well. When you're not handling it well, and I know what that's like, to not handle shit well, and that's a state of weakness. I've become very codependent. I've looked for others, for women to kind of latch on to that can take care of me, a woman with an apartment. Maybe I'm homeless. That always helps, right? I go stay at my girl's house. Of course, she always lets you. You move right in. Within a couple days, maybe you just move right in. But it's still her place. I mean, you might as well have just moved back in with your mommy. We often find people who will accept us in our weakness, in our weakened state, in our wounded bird mentality, in we find someone with compassion that'll be like, "Oh, let me help you." And we can fall in love with those people. And you start a cycle of codependency, of weakness, searching for weakness. You see, when you marry your nurse, what that means to me is she's not healing you. We think of a nurse healing you, but when you marry your nurse, what that implies is somebody that is going to take care of you. A doctor heals you. The nurse takes care of you, tends to you. When we have somebody who just tends to us and takes care of us in our weakened, needy state, it just keeps us weak. We don't heal that way. We don't become stronger through that type of attention. On the other side of suffering is your greatness. On the other side of pain is your strength. They say no pain, no gain. Very oftentimes when we marry our nurse, we're finding people to coddle us, to make our lives better. Nobody is going to make your life better. That's a fantasy. That's a drug addict mentality, to think that somebody else can make your life better. That's a child looking for his mother, a patient looking for a nurse. Let's go on to the next one. I could spend a lot of time on each one of these. I have so much to get through. This is a pretty cold statement, but I thought it was a powerful one. What do I lose if you leave? Right? What do I lose if you leave? I don't like to make videos telling people who to have in their lives, who to have as friends, what kind of people you should have around you. That's for you to decide. But you can ask yourself this simple question when you're wondering the value of others. Have you ever wondered about the value of others? Bosses wonder about this. Can very often feel like that you're doing everything alone, even when you have people around you. I'm doing fucking everything. What value do you have? Are you just bringing me down, taking up my time, leeching off of me? What do you bring to the table? What are you giving me? And I'm not trying to sound like we use people, but relationships are reciprocal. Remember that. For all you endless givers out there who just give, relationships are reciprocal. And ask yourself, when you have people in your life, well, what do I lose if you leave? If you walk out that door right now and you're gone, what do I lose? Will I miss you? Will anything in the room change? Will anything in me change? Will anything change if you're gone? Let me put it in my life, because I'm not going to tell you what to do. When I realize this, that someone has absolutely no value in the relationship, meaning that they don't bring anything to the table, because relationships are agreements, they're partnerships. In a partnership, somebody has to bring something to the table. Have you ever started a business and you have a business partner and that person has no investment? They don't bring any money to the table. They don't work at the business. They don't put any time or effort or energy into it. And you're sitting here thinking, well, what kind of fucking partner is that? Exactly. What do I lose if you leave? If you walk out right now, has anything changed? What fucking good are you? Let's go to the next one. Walk into places where you have to pray first. I just kind of like the way that sounds. It's basically, on its surface, a statement of leaving your comfort zone. So we want to be able to leave our comfort zones and walk into places that make us nervous. You know, if you've ever had to walk into a place, maybe you haven't, I have, walk where you're just like, you got to pray first before you bust in through that door, or before you get out of your car, before you go into that interview or into your wedding. It might be something big and you got to do a quick cross or a little bit of, come on man, give you a little bit of help, a little bit of backup would be good right now. When you have to do that, when you feel that feeling of nervousness before you enter a scenario or a room or a meeting or whatever it may be, that's good. Look for that feeling. Look for that scenario. Not a reckless way, but in a way that moves you forward, because leaving your comfort zone moves you forward. So let's go to the next one, because I think we understand comfort zone. I just liked that statement. Your new friends should always make your old friends uncomfortable. And that kind of hit me when I read it. When I heard it the first time. Your new friends should always make your old friends uncomfortable. And this is about growth. This is about moving forward and developing with who we are. We have old friends from our past that we keep forever. I mean, most people do, not everybody. But most people have those old friends, maybe 10 years, 15. I have friends that are 30 years old, or you know, I've known them for 30 years or more. But the new friends that you make, that you bring around, they should make your old friends uncomfortable, uneasy. Your old friends should be looking at your new friends kind of like, well, geez, they should feel a little inadequate, a little stupid, a little out of shape. Because your new friends are always forward moving. Your old friends might feel a little broke hanging out with your new friends. Good. Yeah, my new friends all got money. They're all rich, all successful. My new friends are all rich, ripped, and fucking doing it. And y'all are broke losers. I still like you guys. I've known you forever, but you see the path I'm going. You see which path I've taken. You are who you hang out with, who you surround yourself with. It's one way to become more successful. For dumbasses out there, you go surround yourself with 5 geniuses, five beautiful, awesome motherfuckers, and guess who you're gonna be? You're gonna be that 6th. Let's go to the next one. See if I can bust through some more of these before we have to end this video. This one is going to step on some toes, so go get your band-aids ready. A man who eats from a woman's hand will always starve. And let me read that again, because some of the suckers out there don't get it. A man who eats from a woman's hand will always starve. I live in a town here in Florida where there's a lot of gold digging, emasculated, low earning, low value, loser ass motherfuckers. How many guys in this town do I see walking around wearing slippers, house shoes, sweatpants, and go out of the house looking like that with sweatpants and slippers? Don't ever, unless you're checking your mail, don't ever go out of the house looking like that, you sorry ass motherfucker. Have some fucking respect for yourself, and maybe the world will too. But a man who eats from a woman's hand will always starve. It really has to do with the fact that you need to be able to support yourself and be an earner. You can't be a gold digger. You can't be looking for handouts, looking for others to feed you, to take care of you, looking for that partner to handle the bills, because you can't live on your own. So you desperately need a business partner to pay your rent, to pay your electric bill. You can't just do it on your own. To go have your own place with your own bills and your own vehicle and your own insurance policy and your own life, food in the fridge that you pay for. I'm not saying you have to live alone, but to be able to survive alone is important for every single man. You can't eat out of someone else's hand. If you do, you'll always starve. I could spend a lot of time on that one. I just wanted to get that out there and put that in people's heads. A man who eats from a woman's hand will always starve. I just like that. Let's go to the next one, then I'll end the video. I have a few more, so maybe I'll make another video later. But you can't birth what isn't in you. So you can't birth what isn't in you. You have to be able to be realistic with who you are and what your capabilities are when you're moving forward towards goals. Now, you can have large goals, and you should have large goals that are larger than you. And this is why it's important, at least, and it has been for me, to always find help and to find people that can help me move forward, because I'm not a genius and I can't do everything. But I generally try to stay within my lane, and I'm not trying to do things that I know that are out of my reach or that I can't do. Then that doesn't mean hold yourself back. I know that's what that sounds like, but it's frustrating sometimes, or I should say it's sad sometimes, to watch someone struggle so hard and they just don't have that seed in them. The fruit is not going to be bare, and it's not going to grow because that seed isn't in them. Now you can try to develop that seed, but that takes some soul work. You got to cultivate that soil within you. Make yourself ready for planting so seeds can grow. And sometimes when we have goals and we want to accomplish them, we have to start at the very beginning. But once you've got that seed within you, nothing can stop you. You'll grow through concrete. You'll grow through prison bars. Nothing will stop you. So find your seed and you'll grow. Thanks for watching. Happy Sunday.